Hello everyone, 'tis I, Captain Logan, once again. I'm going to show you some more of the fighting game that I've been working on for my son's birthday. Shh, nobody tell him about it. It's been a couple days since my last stream on this, and luckily Jason hasn't looked at the channel, and he doesn't seem to know about this yet, so that's good. Well, I say he doesn't seem to. He's actually, it's driving him crazy. He knows I'm working on something. He's been trying to guess at what it is. He always says he doesn't like surprises, so it's kind of amusing watching him try to guess at it. And he doesn't have any clue yet, which is good. But anyway, so I don't know if anybody's going to pop in and watch this right now. I see Tyler Overall there in the comments. We'll see if anybody else pops in. But I thought I would just stream a little bit and show you what I've got so far and maybe work on this a little bit more while you guys are hanging out and chatting with me. There's some more folks. There's Gypsy Warrior, and Nicholas is in there too. So yeah, this isn't going to be a Q&A show. I did a Captain Logan show last night. I'm going to do another one tomorrow night. Been streaming a whole lot lately. I may do a little bit of Q&A here and there if somebody has something that they want to talk about that's somewhat connected to this in any way. But anyway, so if you missed the stream I did the other day about this, I'm building a 2D fighter using the Mugen engine, and I don't know anything about coding. This is not my wheelhouse. I don't know why this is stopped playing. It just died on me. Every now and again it does that. But this has been a fairly easy thing to figure out with the coding. I mean, there's been a learning curve, but I'm getting it. I'm getting there, and now it looks entirely different than it did a couple days ago when I showed it to you guys. I've been working on this constantly. It's become something of an obsession the last 48 hours. I've really been enjoying it, and I have an insane amount of characters in here now. I'm using a completely different build. I was doing a build based on the Smash 64 game originally, and now I'm doing one based on one of my favorite fighters from the Sega Saturn. This one is Fighters Mega Mix, which I decided to use for a couple of reasons. By the way, the reason I'm not full screening this is because the aspect ratio is weird. It stretches everything. Because this is so pure to the original game, it wants to be in a letterbox aspect ratio, so it doesn't want to stretch to the full screen. So anyway, I have, like I said, an insane number of characters in here, and I wanted to use this engine partly because I broke the menu on the last one. I told you guys about that when I was trying to get the character select box larger. That only came initially with like 20-something slots, and I wanted to do at least 50 to 100. This one initially, well, and I say initially, you can't make it any bigger because it pretty much takes up the whole screen in the first place, as I'll show you in a minute. But it has some 200, 250 slots, and then it also has a bunch of secret spaces where you can put guys off to the side, which is really neat. So that's part of why I'm using this, but also it's just because I love the look of this game, and it's very nostalgic for me, and it's perfect. It's exactly what that looked like. So I'll go ahead and turn the sound on and let you guys just kind of see what this looks like. If you're familiar with Megamix, this should bring back memories, and if you're not, this is what it looked like. But anyway, so I am a little bit worried about copyright flags and things with some of the licensed music that I've got in this, but hopefully we get lucky and we're okay. So Fighters Mega Mix was a crossover game on the Sega Saturn that was all about Sega characters and Sega fighters. It crossed Virtua Fighter with a game called Fighting Vipers, which was not real big in this country. I'm assuming that was bigger in Japan. I have subsequently played Fighting Vipers, but when this came out, I didn't know that game at all, and so this was my introduction to those characters. Unfortunately, none of the Fighting Vipers characters are available on Mugen. Nobody's made those. And again, if you missed the stream the other day, I should mention that this is all fan-created. It's a big community, an enormous community, which I didn't realize, of a whole bunch of people that build sprites from the ground up, or that make new characters and things based on on old sprites from old games. So usually 8 and 16-bit stuff, but even some 3D models turned into 2D models. And I was hoping that I would get lucky and some of the Fighting Vipers characters would be here, but they're not. And the only Virtua Fighter characters that we have are based on the 2D, not the 3D Virtua Fighter game on the Sega Genesis, which is okay for a Genesis game, but of course is comparatively lame, and those characters don't play real well, but I have most of them in here just because I'm a big Virtua Fighter guy, and this is part of the reason that I wanted to make this in the first place, was to see if some of those characters were there. And since we're doing Mega Mix, I gotta have some Virtua Fighter characters, especially at least Sarah and Pi and Kaje. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the menu. So here it is. Look at this enormous insanity. So based on the theme now of Mega Mix, because the Genesis game, or excuse me, the Saturn game, was not just those two games, but there were a bunch of also, Virtua Fighter and Fighting Vipers. There were also a bunch of unlockable characters that were from a bunch of other Sega things, and it didn't care about balance at all. I mean, it was incredibly silly. And it had things like Hornet. This is the weirdest thing in it. Hornet, the race car from Daytona, USA, was a fighting game character. I wish he was in here. He's not. He stands on two wheels and fights you with his other two wheels. And it was impossible to win with him. He was a really stupid character, but it was such a hilarious novelty when you unlocked him. Oh my god, I got Hornet! This is insane. How's there a car in this game? That was back before the internet. I wasn't subscribed to any kind of video game magazines or anything, so I had no idea what characters were going to be unlocked, and it was so much fun going through that game and seeing what insanity would ensue. A couple of Virtua Fighter Kids characters were in that, which were just those characters with big heads and small bodies, and again, it was hard to win fights with them because their hands barely came out from their chests, but it was, again, a very amusing novelty. So that's the spirit in which I have built this. I'm not concerned at all about balance now. I'm trying to excise anything that's just completely broken and doesn't really play well, but stuff that doesn't win very often, but at least you can get some hits in, I'm leaving in, just to have the biggest, silliest, most random roster of pop culture stuff imaginable. Tyler Overall says that this looks a lot better than the other one, and look how much progress I've made. The other day I just had some 60, 70 characters, which honestly I thought was going to be enough until I found this and decided to go to town with it. So you see there's a few question marks on the board. Those are some areas where I haven't filled in yet with fighters. I have enough to fill up the entire board now, but I have some characters that I've decided I want to be secret fighters that I have off to the side now. So let me show you. Let's see if I can find my cursor here. So there's Lord Zed up to the top left. You actually can't see him because of where my head is, so I'll move me over here. But there's Lord Zed to the left, Knight's right next to him, and then if you go to the left, you see that there's characters even off the screen that are supposed to be kind of secret characters. So of course I know that they're there, but if you're just scrolling around this, you might want to run into them accidentally and go, oh man, cool, I can be Spider-Man 2099. I wanted to put mostly skins from characters that are already on the board, like different skins, or I shouldn't say skins, but like variant versions in the secrets, but I'm also putting the like really powerful kill everything boss characters there also. So Galactus I've got off to the side also. I have a different Galactus that I did the other day who plays a lot better and has a better looking icon. I want to say thanks once again to Mr. Cool, to Ben, for all of his help with this. He and I have been corresponding back and forth constantly. The last few days, he's been helping me a great deal with this, and he's even helped me fix some of the icons. You'll notice that a couple are still popped out from the board. He did fix Skeletor, but I haven't got that one in yet because I needed to go ahead and start broadcasting before I got too late. And I think he said he fixed the Joker also, and I haven't got that fixed yet either. You see this weird Joker sprite there, or icon rather. It's kind of odd looking. But anyway, so Tyler, yeah, so the character roster is theoretically full. If you guys have other ideas other things that you don't see here that you would like to see, and you won't be able to tell what all the icons are probably, so throw stuff at me if there's anything that you want me to try to put in here. And I've still got some spots left on the main board, and I've also got a bunch of spots for secret characters also. So the way this works is, I was really surprised by this. So like I said, I think it's like, I could sit here and do the math. I think it's about 250 squares. And then on the sides, it gives you 10 more secret ones off to the side per row. So I could put in as many as 100 secret characters if I wanted to also, that you can't even see on the board, which is really neat. Apostolic Nerd, I would love to get the Frybox Killer as a character. If anybody ends up watching this that works in Mugen and knows how to make these kinds of things and wants to create any new characters based on things from the channel, it would be super cool to get some stuff like that in here. That's above my pay grade. I don't have the technical know-how to get into that right now. That sounds really complicated. I would have to learn so much stuff. I mean, a lot of basic coding and stuff. What I can do right now is I can fill in some things in a template that tells the program how to pull in music and how to pull in stages and how to pull in characters, and I can change some names of things and stuff like that. That's about the extent of what I'm able to do right now. So I didn't, just to be clear, create this scheme at all. This was a template that I found, and I changed some things about that last one, particularly music and stuff. This one I've left exactly the way it is because it's such a perfect representation of what Mega Mix was, and so I want it to stay exactly as it is. So, let's see, Tyler, overall, have you considered Akuma or Ryu? Ryu is in there. I don't think I got Akuma. I'm not a giant Street Fighter fan, so I put a few Street Fighter characters in here, just because it seemed kind of obligatory. But if I end up with an extra space, I'll go ahead and throw Akuma in there. Gypsy Warrior, how do you feel about Alien or Predator joining Marvel or Star Wars? He was trying to ask us that on the live show last night, right at the end of the show. I'll answer that real quick, because you were trying to get me to talk about that last night right at the end, and we were finishing up. But I don't know. Like, Marvel, Alien, or Predator would be a fine place for. It's such a, it's been such an indie Dark Horse thing for so long. I would kind of hate to see that happen, but I think it would potentially thrive there okay. It has the potential of being too kind of mainstreamified, I guess. Star Wars, and that's such a weirdly worded question, like added to Marvel or Star Wars. So you're saying like Alien or Predator being involved with Star Wars? I don't think anything should cross over with Star Wars, to be perfectly honest with you. So anyway, that's my answer to that. TH1, I have no idea about the Ezra Miller video thing. I don't know any more about that than I did last night. I still haven't looked into it. So is there a debate going on that like maybe it's fake, maybe that's not actually happening? I don't know. I thought that was confirmed to be a real thing, but all I know is that it exists and that he, punched or choked out a fangirl, which is crazy. Anyway, so let's go to watch mode like we did the other day and just get some really random matches going. So here in a little bit, if you guys see anybody, so the other day I let you guys pick matchups. For right now, I'm not going to do that because there's so many characters on the board, it's going to be hard to find them all. But I just wanted to show you guys how extremely random and bizarre this whole board is. And so I'm gonna totally randomize this. So we got Spinal, and Spinal is gonna fight Wile E. Coyote, and we'll just do a random stage. So let's see how this goes. Hi Ben, how you doing? Yeah Ben, I already explained the game. I don't know if you're making fun of me right now when you say you always love me explaining it, but I needed to tell everybody a little bit about what it is and how it works. But yeah, so I'm calling this the Geekvolution fighting game because it's pretty much just a bunch of stuff I know, I like, and or have kind of heard of, and a lot of things I've maybe talked about on the channel, with the exception, of course, of some of the fighting game characters. Wile E. Coyote here, maybe I should make bigger. I know you can up the size and I haven't done that with any characters yet. Gypsy Warrior, Freddy vs. Jason 2 would be kind of a cool thing to see happen, because I think it could be a lot more creative than the original. There's things I like about that movie, but it ended up getting kind of diluted, I think. Wonderlight Productions, I'm not sure what music this is from. This came... So some of the music in this I've put in, and by the way, I should mention, I'm not remotely done with this. I made a lot more progress. Oh, that's cool, I haven't seen that yet. I've made a lot more progress on it. I want to put more stages in. It's got 72, 74 right now, but I want to give some more of the characters their own stages. So, and I want to mess around with music and pick some more of my own stuff with some of the stages. But this is a Thanos stage, and this music just came with the stage. I don't know if this was Marvel vs. Capcom stuff. No, Matthew Patton says that it's... Oh, and Nicholas both say this is from Smash. Yeah, kind of odd, that choice. But anyway, we don't have to watch through these matches completely. It looks like this one's going to take forever. But let's see what else we wind up with. We do some random matches, and I might actually play myself here in a little bit. So once again, totally randomizing it. So we got ChumLi versus Santa Claus. Santa Claus is one of my... And I haven't seen the Santa Claus yet. I changed him because I didn't like the one I had in here, and I haven't actually tested this yet. So we'll see what he's like. Look at him. He's enormous. So he's based on some other fighting game character. I don't know what the genesis of that was. Hi, Matches. How you doing? Got some more folks here. Thanks for popping in, guys, and seeing this insanity I've been working on. This has just consumed me for the last few days, and I wanted to keep sharing it with you. This is the most work I've put into anything that wasn't straight-up channel-related. I mean, I know I'm calling it the Geekvolution fighting game, but I'm not making this for the channel. I'm making it primarily for Jason, for my son, for his birthday, and not doing it to get Geekvolution content. I just thought I would share it with you guys. So this is like the most hours I've put into something that's not really for the channel in years, besides the book, I guess. My novel. Mr. Cool, I noticed you didn't add the Joker I sent you. Yeah, not yet. I haven't gotten to it. Or, I mentioned that earlier before you got here. That or Skeletor. I'm going to do that when we get finished here. I may go ahead and knock that out while we're sitting here talking, actually. Let me go ahead and just download those. While you guys watch Santa Claus and ChumLi try to beat each other up. It looks like a pretty even match, though. So far. Okay. Just gotta download these things. Santa Claus is awesome. I am loving that. That's very funny. So I'm downloading Joker and I'm downloading Skeletor. Let's get another match going, shall we? So this time it's gonna be, and I'll play myself here in a little bit. Like I said, this is the most uneven, and there will be some broken characters that I'll have to probably take out. Like I've got Obi-Wan Kenobi in there, and I saw him earlier, and he's not real usable, so I'll probably take him out. Now we got Old Man Logan and Rorschach. So, Old Man Logan here is a reskin, of course, of Marvel vs. Capcom Wolverine, and he's great. So I got regular Wolverine in there, and then I made him a variant. Look at Rorschach, man. He's awesome. I forget what stage this is. I think this is the stage I put in for Captain Kirk, which I've been referring to as TOS, because every time he comes up, he's only in blue or red, and he doesn't really look like Kirk. So I renamed him in the game TOS. When I have this all ready, my plan, if I'm able to, is to zip the files and make it available on Google Drive or something for folks to download if they want to play it. So you guys should get to play this. I didn't think when I was recording the other day that was possible, and I do believe I can actually probably do that. So yeah, I just gotta unzip this here. Everybody just be patient with me. I'm gonna be working and chatting with you at the same time here. So yeah, I should have just fixed Joker, and then I'm going to go in and fix Scorpion, and then we'll have that all done. So I'll do another random fight while we're doing that. So we got the Tick. It's the first thing I downloaded, naturally. And Ash Ketchum. I'm not a big Pokemon guy, but my kids love Pokemon. I had Jason... oh, and here's the Zombies Ate My Neighbors stage. And I put in, for the music on this, the 1-Ups version of my favorite track from Zombies Eat My Neighbors. And I love what they did with this. It's fantastic. I'll turn this up for you a little bit. You guys let me know if the balance is bad and if you're having a difficult time hearing me. Skeletor. Yeah, this is the most fun I've had with just a silly project in a long time. I'm just enjoying this immensely. This track was on a 1-Ups album where they did mostly horror-themed game music, and it was just lovely. I didn't know a lot of the music on it, but they did this, which was just delightful. 1-Ups has a whole album for SNES Mario Kart that's just brilliant. I listen to it all the time still. I'm a big fan of video game music. It's something I put on in the background quite a bit. So I should have Skeletor fixed now. Time over. Oh, wow. Ran out of time there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and exit out the program now. And then bring it back up. And we should have all that fixed. Fingers crossed. Let's see how those icons look now. Hello, Blue Dragon 5. How are you doing? Yeah, so the Tick got broken there. And I've never seen that happen. That was weird. I think I'm going to actually play now a little bit. And I'm going to put it on an easier difficulty than it's at right now. Partly because I don't know a lot of the movesets yet for some of the characters I put in this. I mean, obviously it's an insane number of characters. But also... you have no idea what you're going to run into with all the insanity I've thrown in this. So let's go to the options. We'll put it down to 2. So 1 and 2 are easy. 3 and 4 are medium. 5, and then it gets up into... So we're just going to go to easy 2 right now, just so that it's kind of playable. And then I guess we'll just put it on arcade mode for now, and we can kind of pop in and out of that. Okay, I'm going to let you guys pick my character. Who would you like to see me play as? Let me just scan this real quick and make sure that those icons look better. Okay, Joker is better, but he's still kind of off toward the bottom there, Ben. I don't know. Was that happening on your screen? It's weird. He's sitting just below it. The colors are right now, so that's good. And then, where is Skeletor? I don't have this organized in any way right now, so I forget where things are. I guess Skeletor is good now, though, because he's not jumping out at me. Yes, One and Only Productions. That is indeed Doink the Clown, wrestler from the 90s. I only watched wrestling like 3 or 4 times in my youth, and I always remembered Doink the Clown. And when I found that somebody had made him, I was like, yeah, I gotta have that. Oh, no, that's cool, Ben. It's way better than it was. Absolutely. Okay, so I tell you what, I'm just gonna float around, because I know you guys can't see this the best, probably. So, just look down to your left at the, at the pictures there, and I'm just gonna flip around a little bit, and you guys just tell me who you see that you would like me to play as. Somebody said Steven Universe. I don't know how he plays. I'll try him first, but I don't know how long I'll play as him. I got Michael Jordan in here. I have Michael Jackson in here. I have Madonna in here. Celebrities that start with the letter M. Oh, somebody sent a super chat that I missed, apparently. Do you wish big mashup stuff like this were actually made by studios? Absolutely. What I keep suggesting is that, I don't know if they can, you know, get all the rights with the licenses to work out right, but considering all the licenses that Funko's able to do with their Pop figures, I would love to see a Funko Pop fighting game. And I also think a Lego fighter could be fun, too. And there, of course, have been some crossover games, but, of course, never with the insane amount of different properties you have here. So, Steven Universe is playable, but he's kind of slow. He's going to be hard to fight anybody that has special moves or works like a Capcom character. Although, I will say, he probably has, you know, some special moves in a moveset that I just don't know. Because sometimes I'll play with guys like this, and I'm like, oh, well, there's no way that there's anything in here but basic punches and kicks. And then I'll put it on watch mode, and I'll see the computer do all kinds of stuff that I couldn't have imagined would actually be in there. Yeah, so I got my butt handed to me there, which is not super surprising. Well, thanks, Blue Dragon 5. You can just see what other folks are saying here. Gypsy Warrior, have you read the first issue of Batman: The Adventure Continues? No, I don't know what that is. That's not the new animated series-based stuff, is it? Because I thought that just got announced. I didn't think that had come out yet. But I'm so behind on comics that if that's the case, I don't know about it. Oh, Ben, thanks for the super chat, man. You didn't have to do that. If this game was released by a studio as is, would you pay for it? As I have it right this very moment? I mean, I don't know how broken it is, because I haven't tested it a whole lot. But if it just wasn't play-tested at all, and it was just the thing I made in the last few days, I'd pay $10 for it, $5 for it, maybe. Okay, so what does anybody... Oh, that's what it is? Oh, well, then I'll read that stat. Yeah, I didn't realize that was... Everybody's been talking about that book, but I didn't realize that it actually came out today. That animated series... I'm so excited about that. Kevin Conroy apparently is going to be doing videos where he reads it, which is super neat. Yes, I will take a look, and if I have anything to say, I will try to either shoot a review or talk about it on the Captain Logan Show tomorrow night. Thanks for turning me on to that. I will definitely pull that up tonight and try to read it. Man, and then I'm going to have to order a hard copy later on. Well, I'm not going to be able to pick the other person I'm fighting as. I don't know if there's a mode that you can do that in this. You can do it with watches, but I don't know if you can do it with one player versus the CPU. Ben, if you know about that, let me know. Okay, Ben, I'll try to find Skeletor. I don't know where Skeletor is. I'm trying to decide how I'm going to actually organize this. This is not necessarily what the layout's going to be down the road. I have no idea where he is. James Bond doesn't play super well. He's fun enough to play against, but he's kind of hard to play with. You know, you're kind of limited to what people have made. No, Freddie Mercury's not in the game. Apocalyptic Nerd, and I don't think that's one anybody's made. But yeah, somebody wanted Godzilla. See, I keep asking you guys to help me out, but then, or to pick characters, but then I'm not seeing where anything is. I may just pick somebody. No, Kurt Cobain is not in there. I don't think Tyson Fury is a character anybody has made, but maybe. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna play as... somebody said Batgirl, so I'm gonna play as Batgirl. And, okay, so I put in this Night Owl, who is based on a Batman skin and doesn't really look like Night Owl. I may end up taking him out, but you're gonna get to see the cool Watchmen stage. And I put in this instrumental version of Times They Are Changing. I've got this weird Batgirl color scheme right now because I pressed the wrong button when I picked her. That's her secondary color scheme. Don't know her moveset. Well, it was cheap, but I got him.
Don't worry, it only stings until you lose consciousness.
Yeah, she's great. Tyler Overall, One and Only Productions. Yeah, that's based on the Gotham by Gaslight Batman. And I think I'm going to download him and just put in Gotham by Gaslight Batman. But there is, like you guys saw, a fantastic Rorschach, and there's also a fantastic Doc Manhattan, and both of those are in here. Come on, Batarangs. I'm too close to him. I am probably going to lose this one. But yeah, if there's enough interest, I will definitely look into making this available for everybody to play when I get finished with it. I've got 2 more weeks to keep tweaking it and messing with it. And like I said, the main thing I've got to do right now is stages and stage names, because I want to change all the stage names from what I have right now. Originally, I was doing a stage for every character, but I thought I was only going to have 75 to 100, and I was giving all of them stage names with the characters, and I'm not going to do that now, probably, because I'm not going to try to give every character a stage, and I'm probably going to assign several characters to some of the same stages, I imagine. But I might get crazy with the stages just like I did with this. The system doesn't seem to be having any problem loading a lot of stages. So, like, right now I've got sub 75. Maybe I can get away with 200, and I may put that many in. Ben, if you go into watch mode and press Control +1, it will let you control it. I didn't know that. Let's do that. Okay. Thanks, man. This is why we need the Ben. He's very necessary. I don't know anybody else who does this. Once again, so cool of him to turn me on to this. Okay, so press Control +1. What does that mean? Control +1. Did that do it? I don't know. I'm not sure what he means by that. I'm just going to go back to arcade mode for right now, because I'm an invalid and I don't know what he's talking about. Okay, people still want to see Godzilla, and I just don't know where I put him. I'm looking. I may just pull Mechagodzilla because I found him a minute ago. There's just so many fighters. There he is. Yeah, but when you say Control and 1, I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean by control. Oh, the control key. Okay, I'm using a controller right now. I wasn't sure what you were talking about. Let's go back and try that then. But I mean, do you press it? Do you pick everything and then it lets you do that, or do you do it on the select screen? Godzilla's not actually at the top. That's the Raptor. Godzilla's the bottom here, it turns out. Tyler, Bubsy's not really a gag character. He plays surprisingly well, actually, believe it or not. Oh, that's cool, Ben. I thought you just knew from experience. So the way I've got this set up right now is if you go to the sides and you're looking for secret characters, it's all filled in, just in case you guys are wondering about this, it's all filled in with see how I can explain this with question marks. And the question marks are randomized, and I did those as just fill-ins because when you're looking at the code, I can bring that up to show you guys. When you're looking at the code, you have to put in all the spaces that are there, and you have to just kind of count them out, right? So this looks like just a long list, and it is, but it turns out that where you place things actually matters for where it shows up on the board. So all the places where you see random select are those question mark things, and I did that so that I could keep track of where the extra characters were on the sides. I'm eventually going to replace those with blank spaces, and that's just how I had it set up initially, because that's how the original code had it set up. And so I'm not going to keep those as random select spaces. If you just type in anything that's not real code, like a random word, I've been using yes, it will just jump straight to the characters that you put in there instead of being actually blank spaces. So that's what I'm going to do eventually, but I don't know if anybody cares about that. But yeah, look, there's Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt in this is hilarious because unlike in Smash Brothers, all it does is puts up ducks. Here, I'll show you. We'll just go ahead and watch one. Watch what it does. Ooh, I haven't looked at Godzilla yet. So the reason I made that a secret character, and we're in a stage from Maximum Carnage right now with a killer cover. I love this cover. But yeah, if you pick Duck Hunt, you don't actually get to play as Duck Hunt. You just, the other player can just go kill all the ducks. It's great. So I made that a secret character because I don't want anybody to actually pick it, but I wanted them in arcade mode because I think it's really funny. It just cracks me up. Isn't that just fantastic? Hello, Solid Python. Good to see you. You guys let me know if you're not hearing things very well. The other day I didn't have the volume turned up enough, and so the music and sound effects and things were just barely going. Tyler, overall, is it possible to turn a random select into a Mokujin skin in the code? I don't think you can do that. I don't think you can make it a skin. I don't think. Keeper of the U, you can use any kind of controller that's USB as far as I've found. Right now I'm using an Xbox 360 controller. I also have a Switch Classic controller hooked up, and these have had no problem at all with this build. Certain builds, I was having a harder time making the control schemes work. One of the reasons I'm using this build, besides the nostalgia of the look of it for me, is that I don't actually have to go in and change it every time. The initial build I was working with, if I wanted to use a controller, every time I opened it, I had to go into the input and change the input select and change the inputs. This one does it automatically, which is perfect. And yeah, Ben says you can map the buttons and options. Yeah, the nice thing is I haven't had to with these, which is super cool. The default mapping seems good, and it has default mapping, so that's great. I tried one build that weirdly did the same thing, but wouldn't actually let you change any of the buttons in the configuration. And Ben, I don't know if you've ever run into this, and it wouldn't let me use the D-pad. It would only let me use the stick. It was really strange. It was also a Megamix build, and it was exactly like this, except it didn't go full screen, and it had that weird controller issue. And so I went to this one. Sam, EM asks if, or Lamb asks if I put Popeye in the game, because he's apparently really good. I have not. I should add him. That's not a bad idea. So, thrilling battle of Godzilla, the king of the monsters versus birds. Yeah, I know, Mr. Cool. Isn't that strange? Or Ben, is that strange? And no other build have I found where it even allowed you to use the stick. But that one, you couldn't use the D-pad, but the stick worked fine. It was really strange. Okay, I'm gonna play again. Mr. Weeping Dalek, can you show all the characters? I mean, it's a lot of characters. That's gonna be... I'm worried that will be boring. Everybody else that's here, yay or nay, let me know while I'm playing if you would like to see me go through all the characters real fast, or if you don't care about that. I'm gonna be Cool Spot now, because I love Cool Spot. I'm like one of the only people that seems to really remember Cool Spot. And look at this, we're at a stage from John Wick. There's a John Wick stage, but no actual John Wick, which is unfortunate. And this is based on the sprite from the SNES game. And I just love Cool Spot's moveset. He works surprisingly well. He's fantastic. It's a little hard to get to people sometimes, and I haven't played with him a lot, but look, I'm playing versus Marvel vs. Capcom Iron Man, and I'm doing okay. With a 7-Up mascot, no less. Quick plug, just because I'm very proud of this video. About 4 or 5 years ago now, I did a retrospective on the history of Cool Spot. I talked about the commercials, and I reviewed every video game that came out. A couple of surprisingly good ones. I grew up with this character. This is likely to be the song that I get copyright flag for. Turn that down a little, it probably won't make a difference. Yeah! Oh, I can just do that all day long. That just works like a projectile move. That's hilarious. Yeah, get him, Crab. That's from the first level of the SNES Cool Spot game, which was also on Genesis. I actually grew up with it on Genesis, but I tend to go back and play it on Super Nintendo now. Because like a lot of those third-party games, it's better on Super Nintendo. Let's see what people are saying. Not a lot of reactions, really, so I guess people are indifferent. Okay, well, a couple people really wanted to see me show all the characters, so I'll go ahead and do that real quick. Or as quickly as I can. I won't spend any time talking about them if I can help myself. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way to the top. I'm going to show you what I have right now. Now, this won't necessarily stick, okay, because... Oh, hold on. Because as I'm testing this, I might get some characters that are just too broken even for this game. And I may find some other things I like better than some stuff that's in here. So this is just what I have at the moment. So I'm going to start... Let's see, how do I want to do this? I'm going to start at Z, and then I'm going to wrap all the way around, because there are some characters off to the sides. Now, I don't have a ton of secret characters yet. That's the next thing I'm going to do. I said stages is the next thing I'm going to do. I'm actually going to finish the characters first, probably, and then do that. But anyway. Yes, Bender is in there. So I put in the Kool-Aid Man. My wife asked me to look for that and see if I could put that in there. And I don't know if I'm going to keep him or not, because he doesn't play super well. There's only, like, one button that does anything. He just punches people. But if he hits you 4 times, you're dead. So, like, he takes a lot out of you, but he doesn't do very much. So, anyway, let's go through this real super fast. Yes, Pepsi Man is in there, the Keeper of the U. Okay, so, Lord Zed. And then we got Knights. I got a Velociraptor, because, of course, it's me. I got Sarah from Virtua Fighter. These are all characters, by the way, that I showed you the other day, or at least a lot of them that I had already had in here, because they're toward the top. Spawn is great in this. There's Space Ghost. He's kind of unfinished, but he's okay. The Tick, Bubsy. I grew up with Bubsy. Archangel. There's Doomsday. I put in a new Doomsday. He's better now. Forky. And who plays better than he has any right to. Kirk, but I'm calling it TOS. There's Metalhead. One of my favorite characters from Ninja Turtles. Buffy, who plays surprisingly well. You just saw Cool Spot. Knuckles, the Mask, maybe the best character in the game so far. A Nintendo Switch. Okay, you guys want to see the Nintendo Switch fight? Because it's amazing. All right, here we go. We're just going to do this real quick because it's really funny. So, here comes the Nintendo Switch. I know Ben's going to want to see this because I was telling him about this earlier. Nintendo Switch versus Batman. Ben, I don't know if I got the mask in there. Yeah, I think I forgot about that. Sorry. I will do that. Look at this Nintendo Switch fight Batman. This is nuts. I've lost my mind. But no more than whoever made that. So once again, keep in mind, guys, that I did not create any of these characters. I do not have the ability to do such things, but there's so many people, there are so many people that make these things that you can customize your own game. There's just thousands upon thousands of choices. And it just takes a little bit of coding. It's not too bad. Warren Only Productions, this is amazing. Batman can't reach it. And I'm not making the Switch any bigger. What? That was amazing. And then it cracks it. Ah, that's great. You gotta love that. Whoever made that put their heart and soul in that Nintendo Switch. That's amazing. Okay, so anyway, I had not seen it get cracked yet. That was awesome. Oh, man. This is so much fun. And my son is gonna flip when he gets this for his birthday. I cannot wait to show it to him. Okay, so then we got Disney Kong. We got Razor from the animated series Green Lantern show. We got Bark, because I wanted to put in the couple of Sonic the Fighter's characters that were in Mega Mix originally. Those I was able to get. Fulgore from Killer Instinct Gold, and then there's Thanos. There's Batman. Varnage. Okay, I also want to show you guys Varnage. Varnage is amazing. So this is a blend of Venom and Carnage. I made him a special character, and I thought he was going to be awful, and he was not phoned in at all. He's one of the coolest things in this. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that real quick. I don't know why it's making me pick multiple characters. I don't know what I have done here. Let's do Raimi SpiderMan. Gypsy Warrior, I thought about putting in the Noid. I don't think... Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me get this in here with the right color scheme. Sorry. Okay, that should do it. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know what I did. Oh, I had too many numbers. No, I see what I did. It's fine, because we're only doing the one fight anyway.
I just never get a break.
Oh, I picked team by accident. Oh well, so now there's two Spider-Mans. Oh, and I still had that wrong color scheme for Varnage, but you get the idea. He throws Cletus Cassidy out when he comes out. I should just do this with a controller because I'm pressing the wrong button on the keyboard. Keeper of the U, did you find all your characters in Mugen Archive? Yes, I did. Ben sent me some things that I don't know if he got them from there or from some other places, but anyway. I'm going to pull out of this and start over because I don't know what I have done. Okay. What else? So, flipping back around here. So, we have Varnage. We have Giant Sonic. Check out Giant Sonic.
Sonic's the name, speed's my game.
Fight. Ready. Go.
So, I have a regular Sonic in there, and then I have a Giant Sonic as one of the secret characters. And he's fighting Marty McFly right now. Just Douglas, programming was one of those things I always wanted to learn. Yeah, I have never done any of that myself either. Gypsy Warrior, why didn't you add the Noid? I am gonna look for him, and I may add him. We'll check real quick right now. I don't know if I'll download it right now. We'll just see if that's in here. I don't know if it will be, because I don't think that ever had... Did the Noid have a video game? Yeah. There is a Noid, apparently. I don't know if it's any good, but apparently that is in here. So, I'll go back through the character list, and then we'll go ahead and try to download him. Let me bring you guys back up here. There we go. Yeah, Giant Sonic versus Tiny Marty. That's why I did that. Tyler, overall, is that a Sonic Advance sprite? I thought it was just a Genesis sprite, but I wasn't looking that close at it. Okay. Oh, what was that other Batman? I guess that was just the Batman I had in the first place. Okay, and then we've got Rocky, who plays really well. He's great. Kajay from Virtua Fighter. Daredevil's really good in this. Batman Beyond is really good in this. I love the Vader I found. Incineroar, because that's one of Jason's favorite Pokemon. All the Pokemon you see in this are guys I picked because Jason likes them. So I had Jason make me 2 lists. The other day, as I told you guys, if you were here before, I had Jason make me a list of just characters he likes a lot. I put every one of them in here that I could that I could find. I think I only had to skip 2 or 3. And then today I had him make me a top 10 list of his favorite Pokemon, and I think I got 7 of them in. There's Homer Simpson. According to Ben, Homer is kind of the fan favorite character, like the big classic Mugen character. One of, if not, maybe he said the first character that was created, and he's great. Rorschach, as you saw earlier if you were watching, is awesome. Dural, the main bad guy from Virtua Fighter. Red Robin. Freddy Krueger, because I had to put all 3 of my kids' horror film namesakes in here. There's a regular Sonic. There's Shredder. This Shredder is animated series Shredder. I'm gonna, if I haven't already, I'm gonna put in also a more sinister looking Shredder, I think. Robocop is great. Neo is one of the coolest characters in this. I'll go ahead and show you Neo. He's awesome, because I've been wanting to play as him. We'll do Neo. Let's do Neo versus the Flash, because that's an interesting mashup. So this is the Bane Stage, and I did indeed put in the Bane rap as the music for the Bane Stage, because I just couldn't help myself. Oh, man, you guys aren't going to get to see Neo do anything cool, because I'm just getting killed.
Ready? That's my name. Go! Swing to the back.
Oh, man. I just can't pull anything off right now. Okay, Neo does really cool things, but you're not going to get to see any of them because I made the mistake of going up against the Flash. Alright, well, he's just killing me. Anyway, well, that was fun. Who's for Chinese? Okay. Wow. Let's keep going, shall we? Because people want to see who I've got in here right now. Again, some of this could change. There's Jason, there's Buster Bunny, there's the Ninja Megazord. I've got a couple Megazords in here. Professor X on his floaty chair. There's Venom, the Rat King, who I've not tried yet. Let's see how Rat King plays. I'm getting distracted here. I'm gonna show you guys Dr. Manhattan at the same time. Although I'll probably just get killed.
You've got no chance.
Oh, we're gonna get copyright flagged for sure now. We have the Smallville theme going. Oh, you're right, I do have no chance. Why did I... Okay. I'm gonna have to go into options and change this difficulty. Oh no, we're still on easy too. I'm just getting creamed anyway. Alright. Well then. Look how well it's balanced. Not at all. But I'm mostly doing this for 2-player, of course. So, yeah. We were in arcade, weren't we? Yeah, or we weren't, but let's just stay in arcade. That's what we'll do. Okay. Tyler, overall, looks like Dr. Manhattan is pulled from a Street Fighter 3rd Strike character. Gypsy Warrior, I saw you say Captain N. I probably won't put that in here. Just because, like, I know what that is, but I don't really have a connection to that, and Jason doesn't either. Which is my thing with the Noid, too. Like, that was just a tiny bit before my time. Like, I know what that is, but we found him. I will probably go ahead and throw him in. Anyway, okay, so then we got the Riddler. I found a pretty decent one, and then there's Bubbles. Black Canary is really good. I put Barbie in here just because I found it. And that's silly to mix into this. Oh, Nightmare Batman. Nightmare Batman's great. And then we got Marty McFly, and we got movie Spider-Man. So he's got the raised webbing. We got we got Boo. We got Flash, who you just saw. Just kill me. We got Bane. Yes, that's his name. And we got Red Ranger. This is just going to take forever, you guys, naming all these. Wile E. Coyote, Metal Sonic, Shadow, Scorpion. I had 3 Scorpions in here at one time on accident. Ben kept looking at my list, and he was like, why do you have so many Scorpions? Rocket Raccoon, who I've not played with yet. I don't know how he goes. Tyler, Barbie versus Ken from Street Fighter. See, what a wonderful match. That's hilarious. Elish Lee, will there be any other Steven Universe characters? No. I mean, I put Steven Universe in here because I found him, and that's a show that I like, okay. But I'm not planning on putting any more characters from that in here. Green Goblin, Darth Maul. I may look for a different Maul. I'm not super impressed with that one. Juggernaut I put in here because he's one of Jason's favorite characters in Capcom's Marvel superheroes. Gex is a game that I loved on the Sega Saturn. I got 007 specifically from N64 GoldenEye, who doesn't play great, but he's in here. Agent Venom, Scarlet Spider, Captain America, Tails. All the Spider-Man characters play pretty much the same. I think most of them are based on the exact same initial character. And then the Red M&M, who doesn't play great, but he's in here because it's a silly assortment of things. TAS Joker is one of the better characters in this. There's AVGN. He plays okay. Carnage... Old Man Logan, who I showed you earlier, Wonder Woman, Mega Man, Blade, MODOK, Deadpool. That just seemed obligatory. I felt like I had to do that. Mighty, Black Panther, Yoshi, Bad Mr. Frosty, who is from Clay Fighter. I put a couple of Clay Fighter characters in here. Dexter, wish he played better than he does. There's Blob, who is also from Clay Fighter. That's my other Clay Fighter character. Bean is one of the Sonic the Fighters characters that was originally in Megamix, which is why he's here. Terminator, Jason asked for him specifically. I've also got the T-1000 in here, who's a super cool list. And then Marowak, one of Jason's favorite Pokemon. There's Clayface. Ironically, you can't see his face in that icon. Look at that. And then I have Echo the Dolphin. That's right, I put a dolphin in this game. You guys want to see the dolphin? The Dolphin versus Johnny Bravo. Whenever the dolphin comes in, no matter where you are, it floods it with water. Because how else can he exist? And then he brings in his friends, and there are a whole bunch of dolphins, and he just kills everything. He's a completely cheap character. Totally cheap. Okay, where were we? So we got Echo the Dolphin. We got Vector Man. Let's see. Yeah, thanks, Ben. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, Solid Python. Johnny Bravo uses the Hulk sprite. It's hilarious. If you ever do, says Ben, zip it, send it to me before you get it to Jason, and I'll fix all the profiles for you. Oh, I appreciate that. Thanks, man. I was going to learn that and try to figure out how to do that on my own, which I still might do, but if you want to help me out with it, I'm not going to say no. I really appreciate it, especially because the clock is ticking now because I'm getting my surgery on Tuesday, and I still have some videos I have to make, but I want to focus on this and make it just as good as humanly possible for Jason. There is Krang, there's Bartman, love Bartman. Michael Myers, Daffy Duck. I haven't tried Daffy yet. I don't know how he plays. There's the Shadow. I finally found a good working Shadow. We tried that on the stream the other night and couldn't get one to work. This one is really good. I'll actually show it to you since you guys didn't get to see it the other day. Here's Tails. Oh, Tyler's actually been playing Echo. I could never figure out where I was supposed to go or what I was supposed to do. It drove me crazy. Can you guys hear the sound? Just let me know if you can. I just can't hit Tails, he's too small! Trying to figure out this moveset. Oh, cool! Isn't he great? He's really good. Oh, you shouldn't have started flying, Tails. That was your mistake. That was your first mistake, son. Yeah, there we go. All right. Yeah, Tyler, I'm sure you gotta have the manual. Michael Jackson? who is based on the Genesis sprite, I think. Okay, so no secrets around there. Then I got Goldar, Dr. Manhattan, who you saw earlier. Darth Luke, who actually shouldn't be there. He should be one of the special characters, or at least that was what I thought I did with him. But anyway, yeah, he's a scary, evil-looking Luke Skywalker. And then I got Donatello. Ben, you said you couldn't find good Ninja Turtles. The Ninja Turtles that I found in that pack that you sent me, that big mega pack that had a whole bunch of characters in it. I say mega pack. It's a completed game. I had all 4 Ninja Turtles, and they're pretty decent. Doink the Clown, who I talked about earlier, Dalsum, is when I do play Street Fighter, one of my go-to characters. And then I got Dante, Cyclops. Oh, you know what? I did put Akuma in here, but he's Christmas Akuma. Let's see what Christmas Akuma looks like. We need him versus Santa Claus. Yeah, because he's like Santa Akuma. I have him, Akuma Matata. I have him and Santa Claus. That's probably overkill for the Christmas stuff. Wow, look at him go. Speaking of Scorpion. Oh, Tyler's been collecting Genesis games. Cool. Yeah, I collect Genesis. Okay. Where were we? So, yeah, I may put a regular Akuma there and then put Christmas Akuma off to the side. I've got enough space to do that. Let me write myself a note about that. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and download this Noid real quick, since I said I'd do that. Noid. I'm going to go ahead and drop this out and get this here in a second and then get this in here. Here, I'll let you guys watch another random matchup while I'm doing this, so nobody is bored. Here we go. Who's it going to be this time? Looks like... is that Johnny Cage? No, who is that? I'm not sure who that is. Okay, and then... It doesn't show on the screen. Dixie Kong. Oh, that's Liu Kang, okay. I don't know my Mortal Kombat super well, especially just by their pictures. And then they're at the Buffy Library. Once again, gonna get copyright flagged for this, I am sure. We're gonna be lucky if anybody can watch this video afterwards. Let's get another random matchup so that this copyrighted music isn't here too long. Shredder versus Gex. Gee, I wonder who's going to win. Oh, and they're at Dural Stage from Virtua Fighter. Oh, interesting music choice there. I didn't pick that. Yeah, that's a remix of this, I believe. Okay, unless it's something completely different. Just getting this Noid in here, you guys. Make sure that I've got the right name of the file. I gotta find a good place to put it. Oh, there we go. I could put it right between Magneto and Michelangelo. We'll see how he plays here in a second. Okay. So, I gotta drop this out. Open it back up. Tyler, there ought to be a Ninja Turtle secret of the use Donatello. Oh, with that really irritating voice he has? Just to annoy me, is that what you said that? That may not be why you said that. Gypsy, I put a Mike Tyson in, and then he was completely unplayable. As in, he was a boss character that wouldn't allow you to play as him, so I may look for another one. That wasn't a big priority for me. I didn't really grow up with Punch-Out, but Jason knows his video game history. I knew he'd appreciate that. Okay. So let's go ahead and do arcade again and see how this Noid works. So I said the Noid was, oh, what did I say? Between Michelangelo and Magneto. But where exactly? Starting row with Elektra. Oh, there it is. I see him. I guess I could do that when I was trying to, or I could have done that when I was trying to find characters you guys were mentioning earlier. I could have just gone to my list and seen what row they were on. Okay, so somebody asked for the Noid. There, yes. There's the Noid. Let's see if we get annoyed by the Noid. Oh, yeah, Ben, no problem. Yeah, he's, the Spider-Man 29 is great. Oh, he's playable. And it looks like I'm going up against the perfect sprite for this, too. Oh, look at that. Yeah, he's great. Well, thanks to whoever, I forget who it was, thanks to whoever suggested the Noid. This is working out. He's not bad at all. I was hoping for some cereal mascots like Captain Crunch, but no dice. I saw a guy cosplay at a convention once as Captain Crunch. That was funny. Really good looking one, too. That outfit was amazing. Yeah, Ben, I didn't either. I was really trepidatious about even getting this, because I figured it would be one of those two-button guys. But he does stuff. He is alright. Goodness. Rock Band, I have not looked for California Raisins. Look, oh, man! He got me. Well, thanks again for suggesting that, Gypsy Warrior. That was great. That was a great choice. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Well, yes, Ben, I lost, but, like, he does things, so that's good. Yeah, so let me go back and show you guys some more characters. And then, I'm gonna look up California Raisins, Rockman, because I am curious about that as well. Yeah, I wonder if they all play together, if there is such a thing. You know what, I'm gonna go ahead and look that up and then get that going while I'm showing you guys more of these characters. Thanks, everybody, for joining me to take a look at this. This is kind of my chance to test some of the stuff that I haven't got to really look at yet, so I appreciate you guys making it fun for me. Let's see. So we're looking up California Raisins. I wouldn't get any work done, but I should just broadcast while I'm working more often. Unfortunately, no. Not on Mugen Archive. There are no California Raisins, as far as I see. I'm gonna do another search real quick. Nope. Unfortunately not. That was the thing I had thought of the other day and then forgot to look up, so Rockman, thanks for mentioning it. Oh yeah, and Popeye. I guess I can go ahead and put him in here. Everybody says he's great. I don't know if I want Popeye or Popeye X. I'm assuming this is the one everybody's talking about. Must be. So I'm downloading that. Let's go ahead and just get that in here while I'm thinking about it. I'll put on another random match for you guys. Okay, this time we're gonna watch. No, not Zed. I mean, Zed's great, but I want it to be random. So, first we have Vector Man and Darth Vader. I think Vector Man's going to be too small. I think it's going to be another one of those. I may do some resizing. Oh, maybe not. No! That scale's not bad at all, surprisingly. Let me turn this audio up a little bit for you guys. Ah, this is so much fun. Just trying to make this as insanely huge as possible with the scheme I have. Now, it's possible to get a screen pack that will allow you, 1,000 characters or more, which is insane to me. Most people seem to just do anime characters. A lot of people obsessed with anime fighters, which is just not a thing I've ever gotten really into. This music is interesting for the stage. I think I have too many Sonic stages right now. I don't know if I'm going to take a couple out, or if when I get enough other stuff in, it's going to be okay to have that many. I do have quite a few Sonic characters, so... I'm distracted. Hold on. Characters.
Ready, go!
Wow. Popeye is a larger file than most of these are. No wonder he's supposed to be so good. Okay, now I gotta find a place in here to put him. There we go. Between Wolverine and Grover. I just wanted him on the main screen. I have a few spots left, but not very many. Oh, thanks, Matches. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop this out and see how Popeye is, and then I'll show you guys more of those characters. This is working out pretty well. Just getting back to where we were before while kind of stopping every now and again to look at a character. I keep resizing this on this screen and it keeps popping over to the other screen. I should just size it there in the first place. Okay. So yeah, one of the things I love about this is that in trying to make it as faithful to the Megamix game on Saturn as possible, it even has the Saturn loading screen at the beginning. That's so cool. And that music that it opens with their logo is the same music, is the AM2 music, which was the developer for Virtua Fighter and Fighting Megamix, or Fighters Megamix. God, so cool. I'm looking at this. Ben will tell you, I freaked the heck out a couple days ago when I found this. It's a big deal. Okay, let's go look at... Okay, so, once again, where was it? Between Wolverine and Grover, starting with Sinestro on that row. And there he is.
I ain't scared of nothing.
Gypsy Warrior, I let Jason play the original, the old Mortal Kombats, but not the current series. It's just a little bit too rough. And you'll see there is some blood and stuff in this, but it's old school blood. This is the Cinemassacre background. And now I've got profanity on Geekvolution because we're listening to the AVGN theme. But not anymore because it broke on us. Okay, let's try again. Every now and again it breaks down like that. It doesn't happen much, but it's possible, I guess, that character is just too much for this system. I doubt it. I haven't had that happen with any other character. Yeah, Bennett does occasionally play cutscenes in arcade mode. I think if a character came with it, it plays it regardless, but I may be wrong about that. Gypsy Warrior, I've been wondering that myself. I don't know. Injustice is such a popular series. Surely we'll get another one. They're never going to run out of new characters to throw in. There's Nightmare Buzz. He's one of my extra characters. So this is the RoboCop stage. Yeah, Popeye's really interesting. Boy, somebody just went to town with this. Bum 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 bum. This is really funny. We got Popeye and Nightmare Buzz fighting in Detroit with the RoboCop theme. Never thought you'd see that, yeah? I just can't get close to him. Tyler, yeah, I love Injustice 2. Oh, you didn't care for it? Bummer. Didn't care. Oh, didn't care for the first game, I see, yeah. The turtles are really cool in that. I appreciate that the DLC in those games feels like real DLC. It feels like you get an actual full game before that. I don't mind the extra characters. Being extra characters. Well, I'm having a hard time getting the hang of this character. And also, Buzz is maybe a little cheap. Yeah, I'll just keep doing this. Got olive oil dropping apples. Yeah, I'm gonna get him. Yeah, we got him that time. I'm not gonna worry about the tiebreaker. That was fun. Joker and Terminator are in Mortal Kombat 11. Yeah, it's so weird, right? That, like, because those are related franchises using a similar engine, or maybe the exact same engine, I'm not really sure how that works. We have Mortal Kombat characters that are, you know, DLC or extra characters in Injustice, and then we have Injustice characters now going into Mortal Kombat. It's very strange. Okay, where were we, you guys? So let's see, did we finish off this row? I think we did. Okay, so then we got a Foot Soldier, and Michael Jordan, and Terry Bogard from Fatal Fury, and Big Bear from Fatal Fury. And then there's that Santa Claus. Oh, you know what? I thought I made him an extra character, but I didn't. He's right on the board. And then Earth, which is what I should do with him anyway. Charmander, because like I said, I'm mostly doing variants off to the sides, but I didn't start that way. So Sub-Zero is Jason's favorite Mortal Kombat character. Batgirl, we saw before, he's really good. Bender's pretty good. Blossom, the Powerpuff Girls are all pretty well programmed in this. Let me turn this down slightly. And then we got Bowser, Bugs Bunny, Buttercup, Nightmare Buzz, like you saw. Oh, I thought he was a side character too. I guess not, because I guess I don't have a regular Buzz. Oh, did some of this change? Because there's Christmas Akuma. We saw him earlier. No, I know what it was. I started this row, but from the other side. That's what we did. Okay. All right. Well, let's start over here. So we got Mickey Mouse, Diddy Kong, Michelangelo. We got the Noid, because we saw him earlier. Magneto, Link, Gypsy Warrior. They're also going to add Spawn. There was rumors forever. There were rumors, excuse me, forever that they were going to add Spawn to Injustice, and then it never happened. I thought he won a poll or something, but maybe not. I think he went up against Ninja Turtles or something else in a poll, I forget. Anyway, Leonardo, Lara Croft, she plays really well. Krusty the Clown, I have a few Simpsons things in here. Kirby, Jean Grey. I try not to totally overdo it with Marvel and with Marvel vs. Capcom, because there's just so many characters I could have thrown in here and just completely let them take over. So there are a lot of Marvel characters I skipped over that I could have put in here, and I'm still kind of on the fence about certain characters and whether or not I want to put them in here. Oh, Spawn just already is in Mortal Kombat 11. Oh, you know what? I knew that. Yeah, I knew that. Maybe that's where the rumor came from, that, like, people thought it would be an Injustice, but it turned out that it was always slated for Mortal Kombat, and they were just keeping hush-hush about it. James Gordon, he plays okay. Iron Man, Hulk, Harley Quinn. I put Hulk in there because Jason's a big fan of Hulk and likes to play him in Marvel vs. Capcom. I've been talking too long. Green Ranger. I threw Goku in here. I'm not a big fan of that series, but it just seemed like a thing to mix in with all of this. I don't know if he'll stay here. Glacius is from Killer Instinct. Garfield. I haven't tried Garfield yet. Let's see how he plays. I want to test him because I'm expecting him to be kind of broken. Well, he's eating. That's promising. Or he's chewing bubblegum. Throwing a hot dog. He's got a moveset. He's alright. Doesn't look good, but he does stuff. Odie just shows up, doesn't really do anything. This song is also going to get us copyright flag, I'm sure. So yeah, you never thought you'd see Garfield on the court with Michael Jackson. I like the reflection. That's a nice touch. Tyler, is Goku well programmed? I played against him once and he looked like he was. I haven't played with him. Hellboy was who it was. Ellishly, that's right. Okay! Well, I'm leaving Garfield in the game. He's great. Alright. Good to know. I left when I was, like, seconds away from winning. Okay, who else? General Grievous is hilarious. Gambit. Ditto is a Pokemon that Jason likes. Electra. We got Evil Homer. Devil Homer. And then we've got Flashpoint Batman. He looks great. Oh, look at that! Flashpoint Batman versus the Joker. We're here again. Oh, it's getting bloody. Yeah, this Joker is awesome. Oh, I'm getting creamed here. But he's really good. Wow, man. Couldn't make it through that. All right. Gypsy Warrior, what about the Noid? We did that. Okay. And then let's see. I think I've shown you all the random things there. Mr. Game & Watch I threw in random. He might make it onto the main screen. Jason is a big Game & Watch fan. I'm not doing specific matchups right now. I'm just going through all the characters. Scooby-Doo is surprisingly okay. Slash is a character from Ninja Turtles I like a lot. Saberwolf is another character from Killer Instinct. I like that game a lot. Ryu. There's the Noid again. Magneto. Link. Leonardo. Link is... you know what? I think we already showed off some of these, didn't we? Or did I skip a row? I think I skipped a row. Okay. Riptor. Raphael. Cubert. I threw Cubert in there because that's a game Jason likes a lot. I don't know how he plays. Let's find out. Ooh, that doesn't look good. I got an error message with something. Unidentified command label recovery. Weird. And then it just broke the whole thing. All right. This is why we test things. That could have been a stage issue. That is more likely, though, to have been an issue with a character, and it's probably that Pokemon, because it looked potentially broken anyway. So we will plan to take him out. No, Gypsy Warrior, you're fine. I'm just letting you know that that's not what I'm doing right now. Give me just a second. I gotta figure out where I was. Can somebody remind me which Pokemon that was? Because I didn't pick it, and I don't know my Pokemon real well, and I forget which one it was. Tyler overall is Slash based on Toka from Ninja Turtles 2. No, Slash predates Toka. Toka is actually sort of maybe half kind of based on Slash, really. That was a animated series character and an action figure first. It was Marowak, okay. Thank you. That's going to be a bummer if I have to take that out, because that's one of Jason's favorites. Okay, then we got Pikachu. We got Optimus Prime. I'm probably going to take out Obi-Wan. He doesn't play well. So that'll give me an extra space for somebody else. Nightwing's pretty good. Johnny Bravo you saw earlier. Mr. Incredible I've not tried yet. Let's see how he plays. Versus Bane! Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. That's fun. He's good. I may put some more of the Incredibles in here. He's the only one I've got right now. Although suddenly nothing's... That was weird. I pressed a couple buttons and they didn't do anything. I don't know what that's about. This is an interesting matchup if you think about it. Oh, Bane is going to break Mr. Incredible's back. He shakes the whole floor. That's cool. He's awesome. Peter Griffin, yeah, I'm not a big fan of that show, so I probably won't do that. And that's not a thing Jason knows anything about. Taz, there's a few things in here that Jason doesn't know, but anyway. Reptile, Raiden, Goro, Johnny Cage, Yoshimitsu from a couple of different fighting games. He's in Soul Calibur. Liu Kang, Kung Lao. I put quite a few Mortal Kombat characters in here. Huntress, Jade. Let's see how Huntress plays. I haven't tried her yet. Huntress versus Donkey Kong. Once again, you never could have imagined you would see this. The crossover no one asked for. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm getting cream, but she plays really well. Yeah, Yoshimitsu is also in Tekken, but I'm pretty sure he is in Soul Calibur as well. Unless I'm thinking of somebody else, but I'm pretty sure he's in both. We're getting there, you guys. There's Mortal Kombat characters. Atrocitus. Robin. Oh, you know what? Let's try this Robin. I've got an old school Robin.
Ready, go!
Robin versus Hulk at a ghost house. Ooh, cool. He's got a decent moveset, it seems like. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, he can recover in the air. Because he's an acrobat. Doesn't matter if the laws of physics apply. I was afraid he would be broken, because when I downloaded him, something on that page, the person that made it said that he wasn't quite finished. And I thought he was going to be broken, but maybe he's supposed to have some special moves he doesn't have, but he's got a moveset. This is cool. Sam, I don't know if that was a crowbar, but I like that he does this at the end. That's really funny. He's awesome. Have you thought about adding other Tekken characters? There's also a raptor in that. Oh, the good point. And the kangaroo. Yes, I have. I kind of forgot to go back and add more of those. I kind of wanted Angel or Devil in here, too. So thanks for reminding me. I'll go back and look at some more Tekken characters, maybe to fill a couple of these question mark blocks. Where were we? Grover is hilarious, by the way. Look at Symbiote Luigi. I have a Mario and a Luigi taken over by the Venom Symbiote. And, oh, I haven't tried the Batman yet. Let's try that. I put all my Batman variants to the sides. Ooh, he looks good. Turn the sound back up real quick. I always like Tekken. I don't know the character list from that real well, but the kangaroo seems like a thing I should do. One thing that's kind of a bummer not having here, since this is my version of Mega Mix, is the polar bear guy with the beach ball who's in Fighting Vipers, who is kind of like their answer to the kangaroo. The Batman fights really well. I want to do a Batman fighter at some point, too. I'm thinking about doing, like, Batman versus Ninja Turtles, or just a straight-up Batman fighter. I want to do some streamlined ones, too, eventually. So this is my, like, catch-all, everything but the kitchen sink fighter, and then I want to do some streamlined ones eventually as well. DJ wants me to make a Power Rangers one. I don't think there's enough really good Power Rangers characters to just do Power Rangers, unfortunately. I wish there was. I think we didn't get to see this entire row. Yeah, so we got Sinestro, Steven Universe, Spinal, Luigi, Waluigi, Winnie the Pooh is in here, who fights better than he has any right to. Wolverine, we saw Popeye earlier, Grover's nuts. Agent Smith is fun, he's super stiff, like you would imagine. The Genie has some fun moves, but seems to be missing some animation here and there. Lau and Akira and Pi, all from Virtua Fighter. Necrosan, who is from... oh, I think that's the only character I put in here from Primal Rage. Let's see how he plays.
Ready?
Versus a tiny Kimberly Hart. I may take her out. I didn't realize she was that tiny. I mean, I could resize her. Apparently, I haven't tried that yet, but I've got enough Power Ranger stuff in here. I don't really need her. Sorry, Kimberly, you're probably going out. I'm gonna write that down. While she beats this guy up. This guy looks cool, though. Ooh, that's fun that she calls her communicator. I like that. Yeah, Gypsy Warrior, I am definitely excited about that movie. Yeah, interesting. She pulls out her morpher, but she can't actually morph. Oh, it's really, Ben. You do it in the same file where you do their name? Well, that's easy. I can do that. That sounds easy. Okay, let's finish looking at this character select. Everybody having a good time? Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I was really worried when I decided to broadcast this the other day that this would be super boring for people, but everybody seems to be enjoying it, so thanks for being here. What else we got? It's very important to me that I don't waste anybody's time more than necessary. Mr. Grinch, T1000. T1000's great. Raichu I put in here because Jason loves Raichu. There's King, there's another Tekken character. Mitsurugi, Nightmare, that Night Owl who's not really Night Owl. I'm going to take him out and replace him with the character that he's based on, which is Gotham by Gaslight. Gotham by Gaslight. Man, I remember when I was a kid, nobody knew what Gotham by Gaslight was. Now everybody knows that. I put in Mr. Miyagi because Jason is a big fan of Karate Kid. There's Stan Lee. You want to see Stan Lee? I'm treating him like a Spider-Man variant because he just plays like Spider-Man. But also, because I thought if I made him a secret character, it would be like Stan Lee cameos. Okay, so this is another thing you never thought you'd see. We got Stan Lee wearing a Spider-Man suit and calling everything from Marvel Comics versus Liu Kang at the school from Tiny Toons. Yes, Chewbacca's lover. I did get Rorschach in here. We looked at him earlier. He's great. Well, in my defense, Chewbacca's lover, it's only midnight here, but I stay up late some. Okay. I mean, this is what I'm working on this, so. Okay, what else we got? Did you guys see all of the side characters? Yes. Last two rows, we're almost done. Aquaman, Predator. Oh, I got two Predators. I got a Predator and a Predator Hunter. I don't know if I'm gonna keep both of those in. That seems like an unnecessary waste, maybe. I'm gonna take one of them out, probably. If there's anything else folks really want me to put in here, let me know. Chester Cheetah, I had not thought to look for, but I'm sure he's in here because he was a sprite on... Yeah, he's definitely in here. Let's see if he's any good. Okay. Superman. So, I don't love the Superman costume here. It is New 52, but he's a really good, he's got a really good moveset, so I put him in there. Incineroar, some Pokemon I don't know. Judge Dredd, I'm taking Kimberly out. Thunder Megazord's there. I don't know if I'm going to keep all the Megazords I have either, but I may. Mechagodzilla's in here. I thought it would be fun to pit those up against Mechagodzilla. There's a Lex Luthor. I put in Strong Bad because my wife and I like Strong Bad a lot. He doesn't play great, so I don't know if I'm going to leave him. Roger Rabbit is the same way. He doesn't play great. Mewtwo. Ash, we saw him earlier. This Samus is apparently supposed to be suited up Samus and not suited up Samus. Apparently she goes back and forth, but I've not played as her yet. Dinosaur, Cyborg Superman. I finally found a decent Cyborg Superman, just based on the sprite from the Death and Return of Superman game. Donkey Kong, General Zod, that's the Man of Steel Zod. Anti-Monitor I've not played as yet. Let's see what he's like.
Teach him a lesson.
As I'm downloading Chester Cheetah here. Oh, look, he's enormous. Okay, he's like a boss-type character, so I'm probably going to put him off to the side. Because he's weird to play as. Especially when you fight somebody tiny. Yeah. He is going in the secrets, I think. I think this is the 2099 stage that I found, which is pretty cool. Okay, well, that's weird. Okay, so downloading. Oh, I already downloaded Chester Cheetah, so now I need to unzip it and get it in the right folder, and then get it in my code.
Better run for cover, Buster.
Piece of cake. Who are you guys fighting against? Who is that? What is that? If that's what that looks like, I'm probably getting rid of it. What is that? That looks terrible. Is that Roger Rabbit? It must be one of the variant covers of, or excuse me, colors of Roger Rabbit. I'm probably gonna get rid of him.
Let's fight already.
Which I hate because I love Roger Rabbit. I loved him to be in this, but I'm not sure if that's what that is. Or is that? Oh no, maybe that's Wile E. Coyote. Wile E. Coyote is pretty decent, but he just looked weird there. If that's who that was. Okay. Anyway, I'm getting distracted again. Like I said, the Mask is the coolest character in this that I found so far. I just gotta find a good place to put this. Gotta find one of the remaining random selects. Everybody give me just a second here. This is the tedious part. Well, here's one. Just took me a while to find an empty space. Okay. So closing this down, and then we'll reopen it and see what Chester Cheetah's like. Oh, Donnie St. Pierre. Just watched The Mask. Fun. Dan and I are still supposed to do a commentary on that, but we've been distracted by various things, so we haven't yet. Me by this, and Dan by PS4 SpiderMan, because he's finally able to play it, because they put it on PC. Yes! Well, Ben, I knew that Skeletor had to be fixed, because otherwise we would have found him a lot quicker. You said he's near the bottom. Oh, and then look, guys, it's Pepsi Man! Pepsi Man! Okay, so I'm getting distracted. What was I doing? I need to look for Chester Cheetah now. And I put him between the Blob and Dexter, who also doesn't play great, but he's supposed to be on the same line as Michael Jackson. There he is. Chester Cheetah versus the Shadow with Thriller in the background. Another thing you just never thought you'd see. So, he's more than playable. He's great. Another thing I thought could be just absolutely nonsense, but he's pretty good. Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea. Sam Lamb, the Comic Zone, which I thought of the other day and forgot to look up. So thanks for reminding me. Yes, he has a giant head. That's what that looked like in that game. There were a couple Chester Cheetah games. Just kind of generic platformers.
KO.
But I got hit by a bar in my face. Okay, so Comic Zone is the next thing to look up. And then I'll go through the remainder of the characters. Comics Zone.
The human era is over. The mutant era has come.
Magneto does not look good in yellow. So I'm finding backgrounds for this, for Comic Zone. Yeah, I'll have to look a little bit further to see if I can find that character. Yeah, something has happened to this, to that course that happened to me earlier. I don't know what that is. So that's broken. I may have to take that one out. Which is no great loss, but, yeah. Okay. Bring you guys back up. Magni-Yellow. That's great. Sam Lamb, I love Comic Zone. I can't play it. It's so hard. Like, I have a hard time getting past the second screen. It's just... That's a game I've thought about doing live on the channel and seeing if I can get any farther, but I think it's going to be an hour of me standing in one place, honestly. Good job. You traversed 6 panels. Okay. Scar from Lion King I actually had in here, and he just didn't play well, so I had to take him out. That was unfortunate. How far did we get here? Did we see... Yeah, so we got Eradicator, who actually probably should be on the main screen if I've got room for him, but I've only got 2 question marks left, so I don't know if that'll happen. But, and then I have a Mario. That Mario is, like Mario 1, kind of blown up. Blue Superman, I haven't tried him yet. Versus the Kool-Aid Man, who may come out of the game, I'm not sure yet.
Ready.
Blue Superman versus the Kool-Aid Man in the Matrix. Again, what are the odds? Yeah, Sketch Turner. I'll look him up. Thanks, Ben. I thought I would find him if I... Okay, I can't use my heat vision. But yeah, see, like, the Kool-Aid Man, if he gets you, you're in trouble. But he's got no moveset. What happens to him when you set him on fire? It's great. Bob the Hun, has coronavirus changed Eric's plans? No, Eric, in fact, didn't know he was moving until just a few days ago. So that all happened during this. So he is supposed to move next week. He says he's not... He thought he was fully approved, and apparently he's not, and he's not going to know for sure if he's approved until Monday, but he says there's no reason he shouldn't be, so hopefully it works out. I can't imagine why it wouldn't. Look, I got an Indominus Rex, you guys. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, that Matrix background is awesome. Oh, I didn't know there was a Kool-Aid game on Atari. Solid Python, that's crazy. Oh, Sam, thanks for watching that playthrough. God, you didn't have to watch that whole thing. Thanks for doing that. And I want to do more playthroughs like that. I've gotten distracted by this, but maybe after I recover from my surgery, I'll come back, and that might be a thing I feel like doing before I feel like doing some other things. Do I have 2 Donkey Kongs in here? I think I may. I don't need 2. They're not the same one, but... Okay, we were gonna try to look up that Comic Zone guy, so that's, thanks, Software Agents. Sketch Turner, that's right, okay. The name's so obvious. I love this Epic Superman background. Yeah, there he is. We got him, you guys. Thanks for all your help, guys.
Ready?
Another thing you never thought you'd see. Look at that. That's just wild. All the bizarre combinations that we have made with this.
Ready, go!
Okay, I need to figure out where I have a space. So after Mickey Mouse. I'll just put it at the end so we can find it. I do eventually, in the final version, kind of want a question mark down there, but... You know what I've never understood? Why? I mean, maybe it's just because we don't always change the code, but why on ports of fighting games that were in the arcade does the menu have a time limit? Where's the point of that? When you're just using controllers, why does it only give you 35, 40 seconds to pick a character? I guess it's nice if somebody's just, like, taking forever and you're like, hurry up and pick, but then they're not going to want to pick whoever they defaulted to, or play whoever they defaulted to anyway. I don't understand why we do that. Okay. And we got, there's Batman Returns. Sketch Turner. We got him. Versus Eric Draven.
Technodrome. Let's kick out. Ready, go!
Yeah, Sam Lamb, that's another of the reasons that I picked that scheme. I've always liked the music for the select screen on Megamix as well. Go back and look up footage of Megamix. It's great. I thought about showing you guys some of that, but I didn't want to see this game. He plays great. Yeah, really glad that we got him. And Jason has played that game. He knows who that is. Oh, I'm getting hit by ravens. Quote the Raven. Nevermore. Oh, man. My face. And at the Technodrome, no less. Ow! That was very violent. Man. He's off the side. Okay, let's see. What else? Alright, let's see who else is in here. Did we get through this whole row? Okay, so we got Black Cat, the Phantom, Darkman. Darkman plays better than you'd think. Sauron. I haven't tried Sauron yet. His picture there is nonsense. Oh my god, look how big he is. Okay, so he's going in the extra characters because he's a boss guy. If I even leave him in. Look at this. He may not stay in. This is hilarious. Bob says, I can't believe Eric's leaving. That's really depressing. He's moving just down the street, and he'll be on the channel as much as he has been, which I realize is not super frequently. And we've been shooting some videos that I just haven't gotten up yet, but he's going to be around as much as he has been. It's not going to really change things that much from what it's been the last year or so. I think Black Cat is from one of the 16-bit Spider-Man games. She's gotta be. This is just a lot easier to make those than to build from the ground up. So there's Skeletor. Oh, Skeletor versus a Switch, you guys. Once again at the Robocop place. Well, this is just silly. Ah, he's so small, I can't hit him. Skeletor has a 4-button scheme. It looks like I'm not able to. Yeah, I'm not able to do anything with the triggers. Yeah, thanks. I can see your pixels. Knights is one of my favorite video games. I've been thinking about doing a top 10 of my favorite video games of all time, which would be a very different list from most people's. Well, I say that. It's going to have a lot of mainstream stuff on it. But there will be things that you'll be surprised weren't there just because I didn't grow up with them or I'm not into certain genres. I didn't try a projectile because I figured it would go right over him, but it's just low enough to hit him. Dracula I haven't tried yet. I got Monkey Ball. Boba Fett is based on Samus and is pretty cool. Phoenix Wright, The Thing, Donkey Kong. Okay, so DK is in here from a obscure fighting game called Tattoo Assassins, which I didn't know about until AVGN just made a video about crappy Mortal Kombat clones. And I think that video came up today, or just really super recently, and Jason and I just watched it this afternoon. And I put him in here because Jason will be blown away that even exists and is here, because we were making fun of that game. Nightcrawler, on about a PM. Let's see what he's like.
Ready?
Go! Tag, you're in! Mom, I come in peace.
Oh, the stage is cool.
Stop them!
Deadpool is just killing me here. Tyler, I let Jason watch AVGN with me. And I know that is not a kid-friendly thing, but Jason is so into classic video games. He just gets a lot of that stuff and gets a lot out of it. So yeah, I take the good with the bad. That is one of the only things like that I let him do, but only with me. I don't let him watch it on his own. Fred Flintstone, I think I had in here and he wasn't great. I didn't find a really good one. Let's see what else is here. Wow, I've been at this almost 2 hours. I'm probably going to go ahead and call it quits here in a little bit, guys. The Hulk Hogan. My wife asked for that. Mario 64 is fun. Catwoman. Pepsi Man. I also put that in there because of AVGN, and Jason loves that one. Wario. George Jetson. I would be surprised if that played well, but I'll look for it. Symbiote Mario. Mentioned that earlier. And that's everybody. There it is. That's the whole kit and caboodle right now. So over 250 characters, I think. It's insane. It's a really fun, eclectic mix. Taz is up there. I don't remember mentioning that. I haven't played as him yet. I don't know if that's any good. Try to get some Warner Brothers cartoons in here. Taz versus Carnage.
Ready?
At the Symbiote Cave with the M&M rap. Well, how do you make him spin? There we go. I'm not getting much done here because this is not a great character. But... yeah, I'm having a hard time getting much going on here versus Carnage because that's such a good character. But I am glad that you guys got to see Bane Stage because it's hilarious. He gave me that one. A few of Bane Stages are in here. I haven't gone through all of them yet, so I haven't spent a lot of time on stages. King from Burger King, yeah. Ronald McDonald, I know, is a character I could put in here. I haven't done that yet. So I'll write those down. We'll go ahead and look up George Jetson because I'm curious about that. That could be good. I'm running out of space now. The secret characters I want to reserve mostly, like I said, for variant guys. Yeah, he's in here. I don't know if he's going to be any good, but we'll check. I've been pleasantly surprised by most of these, actually. There's very little I'm taking out based on what we've seen so far. Still some stuff I got to test, of course, but I like that Wing Hero a lot. Okay, guys, give me just a second here. Because I gotta get this in here. Okay, for now, he's going to be off to the side because I'm not finding that other random select real quick, so... We will find him, though. I will find him! I imagine when I finally give this to Jason, it's just all we're going to be playing for a while. Oh yeah, Gypsy Warrior, sure. We'll see if it's any good. And see if I can find him. So he's right now off to the side next to Flashpoint Batman. Well, he was supposed to be next to Flashpoint Batman. And I saw his picture pop up, so he's in here somewhere. Not really sure what happened. Yeah, he's supposed to be right next to Flashpoint Batman. Weird. Didn't actually show up on the screen here, did he? Well, I can put him in that question mark next to Mickey Mouse, so I'll do that. Guys, give me just a second here. So many random characters to go through. Okay, so he's there now, so he should be right next to Mickey Mouse when we reopen the program. Chewbacca's lover wants to know if Chewbacca's a character I could pull down. I'm sure he's in there. I have not been impressed with most of Star Wars. I found a great Vader and I found an okay Maul, and nothing else have I been super impressed with. Here's George Jetson. Meet George Jetson. I'm not expecting much from this, but we'll see if he's any good.
Ready?
Go!
You know, it's not terrible. Yeah, it's fine. I thought he would be a super tiny sprite. It's a blown up sprite, but he's good. Yeah. Yeah, Ben, I'll go ahead and do that. I'll play as regular Homer. So, Chewbacca's Lover, these are all made by a whole bunch of different fans that make stuff for the Mugen community. I've been using, what is it, Mugen Archive. And so just tons of different collaborators. And then I'm putting together my own game with all these different elements that different people have made available to the public. Chewbacca's Lover, I always wanted to see that happen in the live-action Jetsons movie. He's good! That's not bad. Chewbacca's Lover, if we can find somebody that knows how to program these things, they could maybe make a Captain Logan or a Doomsvince. That's not a thing I can do. I do not know hardly anything about programming. I basically have to, I don't know, go to school or something. I mean, I could learn it probably, but it would take a long time. And I mean, I would love a Doomsfins, absolutely. I do want to make a spawn stage with the spawn your music. I was planning on doing that, but yeah. Yeah, I'm waiting to hear from somebody, Chewbacca's lover. Maybe somebody will pop in at some point that knows how to program some of these things. Okay, so Ben wanted me to do regular Homer. And I don't immediately remember where he was. I thought he was somewhere toward the middle. I'm looking. Boys, every time I'm trying to find something, I never find the thing I'm trying to find. Look up where he's at.
Let's all go out for some frosty chocolate milkshake.
Ready?
Yeah, it's fun that first season Homer turns into later Homer.
That's it, I'm out.
And he is, of course, based on the sprite from the famous Simpsons arcade game, which was a perfect thing to start with for this game if he was the first character, because those arcade sprites are so large that they're really conducive for fighting games. I have not played Wolf Among Us, Mr. Weeping Dalek. I can see your pixels. I couldn't find a Riala. I don't think anybody's made one. I will show you Knights. It's not great. It's based on some anime sprite I don't know and has a voice that I don't think really goes with Knights, but it was the only one that existed, and like, it works fine. It's just not really Knights, but it's cool that he's there. I say he, she. Knights is an androgynous character. Ow, my face, Hulk. Okay, so it's hard to beat Hulk with Homer.
Who's next?
Oh, he's an original sprite, Mr. Cool? I'm surprised by that.
Fight. Ready?
Oh, you know what? I'll do the tiebreaker. I'm trying to throw my donuts. What button was it?
That's it, I'm out.
I'm having donut throwing issues. Oh, I just realized we don't have the music here. I gotta fix that. That's why we test it. I had 16-bit Michael Jackson music here, and it is gone now for some reason. Ow! My face! It is going to be tedious fixing all the stages, because there's a few that have issues. Yeah, I beat him with my donut powers! Nah, he's great.
Invincible!
Yeah, that's hilarious. Okay. Yeah, let me show you what Knights looks like. I'm not proud of it. It's not great, but I mean, I didn't make it. But oh look, versus what I'm calling TOS.
Ready? Go!
Yeah, Tyler, overall, I think it's too late for that. I think it is gonna get claimed anyway. Hopefully it doesn't get blocked. Like, I don't mind it getting claimed too much. I just hope it doesn't get blocked so people can see it. Stop blocking! This is the first time I've seen Kirk actually wear a yellow shirt. I can't begin to tell you what projectiles I'm throwing. I don't know what that is. Yeah, it is fast. I guess my whole thing was I kind of wanted something based on the actual, like, sprite. Yeah, Chewbacca's lover, I have no idea what Doomsvince's moveset would be like, really. We've never really seen him, like, the actual fisticuffs. In fact, I would almost want to do Coke Redeemer before I would want to do Dude's Fins, and then maybe like he takes off his mask at the end, because that moveset's easy. You know, he shoots Coke out, and he's got his Coke bottle that he hits you with, and then at the end of fights, he takes his mask off and it's Dude's Fins. That's probably what I would do with the Dude's Fins. It was a Knights game for Game Boy Advance. I can see your pixels, or was Knights in some game, but it wasn't his game.
Time over.
So that's Knights. Guys, we're over 2 hours. Is there anything else anybody really wants to see? I'm trying to think if there's anything I really want to test right now. Well, I should probably show you Spawn. Now, he's got some really cool moves, and I have not figured out his moveset yet.
From wearing that smile around your ass.
Ready?
Go.
It's hilarious that Spawn just said that to the Blob guy. Yeah, I'm just getting killed by this Blob guy. Stop! Stop! He just never quits. Just let me do something.
What do you think? I want you gone.
Yeah! Got something up.
You're damn right. I want you gone. You're damn right.
Yeah, I'm throwing Psychoplasm.
You're damn right.
I'm throwing Psychoplasm at a bomb, at a blob that looks like he's made of Psychoplasm at the Matrix, which also looks like he's made out of Psychoplasm. Bob the Hun, I still don't want to talk about Picard. I've been thinking about maybe doing a video, just a real, it wouldn't be brief, it's me, thing. I want to do a full-blown spoiler cast on that. But I thought it was just absolutely awful. Awful doesn't even begin to cover it. It bothers me so much. Okay, Gypsy Warrior keeps saying Poison Ivy versus Scarecrow. I'm not going to do a versus match because it's taking me forever to find... Well, and I don't have Poison Ivy in here, actually. Or Scarecrow. Because I didn't want too many Batman characters. Somebody wanted to see AVGN, so I'll show you that. Who's he going to fight? He's going to fight Michelangelo.
Okay, let's play this.
At my Sega Saturn stage with Knights music. Shooting him with an NES zapper. I'm killing a Ninja Turtle with... I love that Michelangelo design, by the way. I like that somebody made some Mirage-looking stuff.
You are really one sick fuck, you know that?
Yeah, Bob the Hun, I'm not happy about the F-bomb thing, and it would be different if, with Picard, it would be different if I felt like they earned it. I mean, I still don't really want that in Star Trek, but at least if the story was more, you know, maturely told, and I mean mature with a, you know, capital M, not the lowercase m that they're using. They're like, oh, we're making an adult thing. We want it to only be for adults. Why? Like, what about the story you're telling? I don't understand that. They're just not thoughtful about it at all. They have this female admiral that comes in twice in the show just to say F you to Picard. It's obnoxious. Oh, Gregory, you're welcome, man. Thanks for being here. Gypsy Warrior, I'm going to say Discovery and Picard are on the exact same plane. They're written by most of the same staff. It's the same show. Discovery bothers me less because it's easier to write off. Picard was moving forward. It is the future of TNG, and I cannot have that. I can't deal with it. It doesn't remotely feel like it's in the same world. It's insanely cynical, and I don't want to talk about it.
New enemy.
I think that sprite was from Tournament Fighters, yeah. Yeah, Solid Python, I am at the same place as Red Letter Media with that, and that's part of why I haven't done a video yet, because they've said, I don't watch a lot of reviews, but I've watched their stuff, and I'm afraid I'm just going to repeat them, but a part of me still wants to at least shoot a video so I can flip my sign red. You guys want to see Krang? Krang is really cool in this. Versus a raptor.
Ready?
Go!
I think a lot of people like it better than Discovery just because it's got recognizable characters. Yeah, I keep saying I don't want to talk about this, but people bring it up. I don't want to talk about it right now. Okay. I'm Bane Krang. It was one of my favorite characters that I've found to put in this. Well, anybody have any suggestions about the game, even beyond just characters and stuff? Like, you know, I'll take stage suggestions. Everybody think it looks cool? I mean, I'm really happy with what it looks like. Krang's awesome. I can see your pixels, Mugen. Makes me feel old as I used to watch them during elementary. Yeah, I didn't even know about this until Ben mentioned it. I think I had seen videos at some point and didn't know what I was looking at. Like, I didn't realize that you could go in and make your own. So I'm super late to the party on this, but people are still making stuff for this, and there's so much more stuff than there ever was. I can see your pixels, training mode or a unique stage. I don't know. There is a training mode. I don't know how it works. Ben, just add as many stages as you can. So there's a set of them during arcade mode. Yeah, definitely. I did get one Zombies Ate My Neighbor's background in there, Sam. I don't know if you saw it earlier. I don't know if there are more. I don't know who Kishiro is right off. Gypsy Warrior, there's gonna be a new Trek animated series. It looks terrible. But I want to keep saying we'll see, but Trek's just not Trek anymore. Yeah, Ben, I was thinking that with extra stages too, although like they'll just pop up, right? Like, can you put them into where you can't find them on purpose and they just pop up? That is true, Solid Python. Yeah, no kidding. With Seth MacFarlane, Chewbacca's lover. Okay, trying to decide if I want to go ahead and quit. I'm just having a lot of fun with you guys, and I needed to test a lot of this anyway. I'm thinking about taking Taz out. I'm actually taking out a good half a dozen or more characters. Any character that you guys saw earlier that you think is just kind of not good enough to be in this? That's a question. Dr. Octopus, I kind of thought... I know, it hurt me to punch that Velociraptor, Blue Dragon 5. It did, but I didn't, you know... It was self-defense, ultimately. You guys should see the mask. He's amazing. Mask versus Anti-Monitor. At my favorite stage, or one of my favorite stages. So, this was the bonus stage from Cool Spot. So we're in a soda can, and it's just a... kind of a barely moving background. So the stage itself is not great, but I always loved this music from that stage. It's awesome. So I went in and found it and made sure it got in. I don't have Grey Hulk, but I might make him one of the extras. Blue Dragon 5, Wrench is not great. I may take him out too. Yes, I'm gonna take that Roger Rabbit out. He's done.
Fight. Ready. Go.
I mean, I'll show him to you. He's not good. Yeah, so that's the mask. You can hardly see him because he keeps going behind Anti-Monitor. Cat in the Hat? I don't know. I'd be surprised if it was a good one.
You're a joke.
Range versus Lex.
Go!
See, like, Range works fine. He just doesn't do a lot. But he puts up a present in front of him to stop himself from being electrocuted by Lex Luthor. Yeah, that Lex is great. Yeah, I have 2 Donkey Kongs for some reason. I wrote that down. I don't know where the other one is. I'll find it. I will find it! Okay, we were gonna check Roger Rabbit, right? Where is he? Anybody see him? There's Bugs Bunny. I haven't checked Bugs Bunny yet.
Ready?
Go!
This is super basic Bugs Bunny. Doesn't do a great deal. And he's from that SNES game that controlled weird, and it's not much better here. Yeah, he's probably also going out. Look how long it takes to kick. That is hard to do. Ugh. Hi, Connor. How you doing, man? Yeah, okay. So I'm probably taking him out, too. Solid Python, I know who Dante is. I've not actually played those games, but I thought it would be a decent character. Yeah, Blue Dragon 5, but the Taz I have wasn't great. Oh yeah, Ben. I mean, it's been nothing but trial and error for the last several days. I don't see my Roger Rabbit right away. Oh, there he is. See, I'll show you this. It's not good. Oh, look at him.
Ready?
Go!
He's NES Roger Rabbit. Oh, he just hardly even moves. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, well, we're getting rid of that. Pronto. Connor, did you just pop in to say goodnight? Goodnight, buddy. No, it's not. Oh, what happened here? Suddenly just a problem with the Phoenix Wright character. Okay, so he's going to have to go out too. I'm going to do that right now because it broke the game. That's a character that I just put in because Jason is familiar with him, kind of. Let's see. Okay, I'll have to do that later. I'm not finding it right away. Okay, let me see if there's anything else I want to test while I'm still here. Anything cool I want to show you guys. I'll show you the Superman.
No evil shall escape my sight.
Okay, this is not a thing that would be surprising to see. I mean, I guess Hal Jordan Red Lantern maybe, but it's weird because he still has to say no evil will escape my sight because that's what that sprite does, but he's supposed to be a Red Lantern. Well, he's killing me, so you guys aren't getting to see much of what the Superman does, but it's just ruining me.
You're gonna have to do better.
Fight! Ready?
Go!
Yeah, I know, Tyler. I don't like the Superman design because he's 52, but it is the best moveset I found. If I could show you any of it, I'm just getting creamed here. Shoebags Lover, I should put it depends on a t-shirt, although I have like 19 catchphrases. Yeah, okay. Well, that was fun. No, Gypsy, I've never been to Scotland. I've only been out of the States one time, and it was to go to Germany and Switzerland. You want to see Doink the Clown? Versus Knuckles.
Bring it on!
Fight! Ready?
It's hilarious. Well, Blue Dragon 5, I haven't played with a lot of these characters much yet, so I'm just kind of figuring out what they do. He's ridiculous. Hilarious. Well, guys, I think that's gonna do it for me tonight. Let's look at Green Goblin real quick. I haven't. Versus Giant Sauron. Versus Giant Sauron at the command center. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get going here in a couple minutes, guys. Thanks so much for watching and seeing my silly fighting game that I'm spending way too much time on. I may film Jason's reaction when he sees this place the first time and post it. Oh man, Green Goblin just jumped so high. But yeah, I'll come back and show you guys the relatively final version if you want in a few days when I'm finished with it. Oh, that's cool. Saruman shows up. This is a really cool boss character. You just wouldn't really want to play as him, I wouldn't think. Oh, I'm so close! Oh, you got me. Dang it. Well, Tyler, Sauron is the spikiest character in all of literature. That's hilarious. Well, it was really cool of you guys to pop in and talk with me. I talked to lots of different people that came in and out, and I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. I will try to make this available, like I said, as a download somewhere when I get finished with it, so you guys can play the silly thing I put together if you're so inclined. This is, of course, a thing anybody can go in and make themselves. You download Mugen, M-U-G-E-N.
Just may hurt a bit.
Sorry,
Just may hurt a bit.
M-U-G-E-N, and I've been getting all my stuff from MugenArchive.com. A little bit of a learning curve if you've never done any coding to get all the characters and things in the code, but it's worth it, so check it out if you want to try it yourself, and if you just want to play, there's a lot of these that you can, pre-made ones that you can download, and I'm going to have one too eventually, so anyway, you guys are awesome. I sure appreciate everybody, and yeah, no problem, Sam. Happy to do it. It was great, and I will be back again tomorrow night with the Captain Logan show, and also with a Captain Logan After Dark. So tons of live stuff right now, and thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.